Sometimes the salary will be paid periodical basis like weekly, monthly or day basis. Along with salary, you will get extra benefits also. That is called allowances as well as perquisites. If your workplace is near tribal area, every month up to 200 whatever allowance you get, that is exempt. Now, hello everyone, this is your ALsir, lecturing Vidhyaashram First Grade College, the Temple of Excellence. So we are in the first session of your income tax. The topic is income from salary. Now, income from salary is one of the most important topic for your examination. Now, in this income from salary, what you will get? Now, under income from salary, you will get problems for 15 mark, problem for 10 as well as problems for 5 mark. Now, this is very important. Every part you will get one question. Now, so first we'll go with your 15 marks problems. Then later we will go for your 10 mark problem. What will be 10 and what will be 15? For 10 marks you can expect like gratuity, pension and all. But for 15 marks, complete problem like calculate income from salary. Now, so what will be the agenda for the day? For the day agenda is very simple. What is the meaning of salary? What is allowance and what is perquisites? So in detail we will not go now. Why? Because if I explain you now, you will not understand. Why? Because along with problem, if I explain you, you will understand better. But few important things we will discuss in today's session. So salary meaning. First we will understand what do you mean by salary. Now, a salary is a form of payment from an employer to an employee. So employer means what? Your boss. Employee means what? We are called employee. Now, whatever boss pays to your employee, we call it as salary. Now, which may be specified in an employment contract. It is contracted with piece wages where each job hour or other unit is paid separately rather than on periodical basis. There are two types of payment will be there. One will be you work for a month. At the end of the month, you will be paid with salary like 10,000, 20,000 will be salary. In some factories or industries, the salary will be depends on number of hours you worked. If you work for 5 hours, you will be paid 5,000. You work for 10 hours, you will be paid 10,000. And one more type of salary. Salary is paid on the basis of unit produced. You have produced 1,000 units. 1,000 into 1 rupee, you will be paid 1,000. You have produced 5,000 units. 5,000 into 1, you will be paid 5,000 rupees. So, sometimes the salary will be paid periodical basis like weekly, monthly or day basis. Sometimes salary will be paid on hourly basis as well as on unit basis. Whatever the money you collected for your service from employer is called as salary. Now, salary under section 17 includes the following. Now, these are called as salary. Now, so which are those? Like your wages. Wages we call it as salary. Then any annuity or pension, whatever pension. Once you done with the age of 60, you will be what? Yes, you will be at home and you will be paid for pension. Normally, government employees will get pension. In few institutions, if it is aided, they will also get pension. Now, any gratuity. So, gratuity means what? I'll explain you later when we do that gratuity, but I'll give you a brief introduction. Anybody who has completed 4 years and 6 months in any institution like government, if it is recognized or if it has gratuity act, then if he or she completed 4 years and 6 months, then he will be eligible for gratuity. It is nothing but 5 years. But After 4 years, 6 months, he works for 1 day also, that will be called as another 6 months. Part of the month we call it as complete year. Now, 4 years, 6 months and above, if he has worked means he will be paid with gratuity. Gratuity will be paid when? When he retired from the company or when he exits from the company. How many years he has completed, on yearly basis he will get gratuity. Clear? The detailed calculation, detailed workout we will do later. Now, so this is done. Any fees, commission or perquisites. Now, fees means you know that small thing. You have done some services, for that services 500. For this particular job 1000. That is called fees. Then, commission. If you are paid on commission basis, like you have worked for target, like you have given a target of 1 lakh sales you have to make. On 1 lakh sales, you will be paid 5% commission. What is 5% on 1 lakh? It will be 5,000. If you achieve target of 2 lakh, what will be your commission? 5% means you will get 10,000. Your commission is paid on the basis of your target achieved. Perquisites, I'll come in detail in the coming slides. Now, any advance of salary, for example, you have not even worked, but next month's salary you want this month only. You have some emergency, that is called advance of salary. Then, leave salary or leave encashment. Now, what is leave salary and what is leave encashment? Now, I'll give you a small idea about this. Now, for example, you are a manager of XYZ Limited. You are a manager of XYZ Limited. Now, as per this, now, your salary is around 10,000 or make it 30,000. What is your salary? 30,000. Per day, you will get around 1,000. Clear? Yes. Now, so 30,000 it is done. Now, for example, every month you have, except Sunday. Sunday it is common for all. Except Sunday, you have 1 day leave. Every month you have right, or you can take up to 1 day leave. Salary will not be deducted. Means for 12 months, every month 1 day means you will get 12 days leave without deducting your salary. Now, these are 12 days which are given by the company itself. You can take 1 day a month, or else you can come for all 11 months without being absent, and in the 12th month you can take all 12 days leave. In complete 1 year, how many days you have leave? You have 12 days leave. Example I am giving. Few companies, they have more than 30 days leave in a year. Few companies, they will come CL, RPL, RS, medical leave, everything comes around 40 to 45 days. Now, as per our example, how many days you have leave? 12 days leave in a year. So, you are very prompt, very honest, as well as at your family, they are very sweet. They never made you to take even single day leave also. So, God bless you. Why? Because you did not have any medical problem also. You are fit and fine. Now, all 365 days, excluding Sunday, you came for work. You did not take these 12 days. These 12 days also you came to office. Now, what company will do? Company will do, these 12 days it is granted. You have not taken. From company side, they will pay you some amount for that 12 days. Even though it is holiday, you came for work. So, from company side, we will give you something. Some 50% of salary, 70% of salary, or 100% of salary for 12 days. It depends on company. They will give you something. That is called leave salary or leave encashment. Clear? Any doubt? So, for the last 5 years, 12 into 5. It will be 60. Out of 60, you have used only 20 leaves. Still 40 days leave pending. This 40 days leave, what you can do? You can go and ask that, I don't want this 40 days, you give me cash. The company will give you cash. That is called leave encashment. Any doubt? No. Last one, Provident Fund. This Provident Fund, I explain you later while doing every problem. If I explain you now, you will not understand. Provident Fund means whatever salary you will get, in that some portion will be saved as your future. Like once you retire means you will get some amount. Some portion will be provided by your employer. Some portion will be deducted from your salary. From government also they will give you interest for that. Clear? So this is called your Provident Fund. I explain you everything except perquisites. I'll explain you while doing that particular topic. Now, fully taxable allowances. Now, you have two things. One is allowances and another one is perquisites. Allowances and perquisites. Along with your salary, you will get extra benefits also. Along with salary, you will get extra benefits also. That is called allowances as well as perquisites. If anything which is in money, we call it as allowances in cash. Anything which are in non-cash basis, like anything benefits they have given, that is called as perquisite. Any benefits, like they have given you a house, perquisites. They have given you a servant, perquisites. They have given you cook, perquisites. They have given a gardener, perquisites. They have given you refrigerator. From whatever I am telling, it is given by your boss. They have given you refrigerator, TV, car, or else something like benefits like this. It will be called as perquisites. They will not give you cash. They will give you services. They will give you benefits. That is called perquisites. Anything which is given in cash, we call it as allowances. For your children education, they give you 1,200. That is called allowances. For your hostel facility, they will give you some amount. That is called allowances. For medical purpose, they will give you 10,000 from company. Those are called as allowances. Allowances always in the form of cash. Perquisites, normally it is not in the form of cash. It is in the form of benefits or services. Clear? So there is a major difference between your perquisites as well as allowances. Now, in this, your entertainment allowances, like if you want coffee, tea or something, or else you want some recreation, so they will give you 5,000, 6,000 as entertainment allowances. That is called entertainment allowance. Next, dearness allowances. If they send you outside of the office on office work, go to that particular branch, collect the check. For that time, you will be hungry, or else you need to go from one place to another place. You need to buy something. For that reason, they will give you some allowances. That is called dearness allowances. Next, overtime allowances. Normally, the working hour will be up to 5, 6 or 7 o'clock. If you work for more than 7 o'clock or more than 8 hours if they are prescribed, that is called overtime. Fixed medical allowances. Every month, if your boss is giving 1,000 for your tablets, that is called fixed medical allowances. City compensation allowances. It depends on city. If you are living in cities like Mysuru, Bangalore and all, your CCA, we call it as CCA. City compensation allowance will be more because in city, your expenses will be higher. If you go to rural areas, your expenses will be less. Clear? Yes. Interim allowances. Interim means in between, middle. Servant allowances. It is nothing but you have given servant for your cleaning purpose, or else for carrying some luggages or doing some work, taking care of your house. So whatever servant they have given, that is called your. For example, you are only appointed from company, you are getting 500 rupees. That is called allowances. project allowances, tiffin and lunch, any other cash allowances, warden allowances, non-practicing allowances. If you don't practice, they will give you some amount. That is called non-practicing allowances. So, house rent allowances. We'll talk about house rent allowances. The concept and all I explained you at the time of problem. Just I'll give you brief idea. Now, house rent allowance means what? HRA. So, you are in Mysuru, but you got job in Bangalore. Now, you have gone to Bangalore for work means you don't have own house. You have taken some house on rent basis. You are paying rent out of your pocket. That's why what company will do? Company will give you some amount. Like you are paying 10,000 rent. Okay, you take 7,000 from me. That is called house rent allowance. Clear? Now, so whatever allowance you get like 7,000, completely it is not taxable. For that, you have to do some calculation. I will not explain you the calculation. Why? Because while doing problem, I'll explain you number of times. Okay. Now, whatever your HRA received minus 50% of your salary. 50% in case of Chennai, Mumbai, Kolkata, Delhi. Remember, Chennai, Mumbai, Kolkata, Delhi, then 50% of salary. Other than these four cities, 40% of salary. What is it? 50%, 40%. What is the meaning of salary? Everything we will understand while doing problem. Just you understand what is HRA. Clear? Yes. So this will be your entertainment allowance. If you are a government employee, you have benefit like whatever entertainment allowance you got, that amount are 5,000 or 1/5 of the salary. Whichever is less is exempted. Whatever entertainment allowance you got, if you are a government employee, then up to 5,000 or 1/5 of your salary or whatever you have received. Out of these three, whichever is less is to be called as exempted. Example I'll give you. Now, you got 4,000 as an entertainment allowance. Now, in this, 1/5 of the salary it comes around 12,000. Example, your 5,000 is a standard and actual received is 4,000. Now, whichever is less, 4,000. So, 4,000 you have received. As per calculation 4,000, your entertainment allowance tax is 0. Clear? Yes. Now, entertainment allowance received is fully taxable and is first to be included in the salary. Thereafter, the following deduction is to be made. You have to take it into consider. Later, you can go for deduction. However, deduction in respect of entertainment allowance is available in case of government employee. It is only for government. In the question, you have to see it properly whether it is a government or non-government employee. The amount of deduction will be lower of these three. Now, amount actually spent by the employee towards entertainment out of the entertainment allowance received by him is not relevant. Consider. For example, they will give you entertainment allowance received 5,000. He spent 4,000. 5 minus 4. It is not possible. Clear? Yes. Allowances. So allowances already we discussed. Some few important allowances. I will not go in detail while doing problem. Again, you will understand. Now, just remember they will not ask you in the question. Now, tribal area allowance is specified up to 200 per month is exempted. If your workplace is near tribal area, every month up to 200 whatever allowance you get, that is exempt. Now, for meeting personal expenditure of employee, transport system, running transport of vehicle. For example, you are a driver in KSRTC bus or you are a driver or you are in the transport department. Then whatever transportation expenses happens, up to 70% of your allowance are 10,000 per month. Whichever is less is to be exempted. Clear? While doing problem, again I'll explain you. Next, children education. If you have a child, up to 100 rupees per child exempted per month. Whatever we are calculating per month. Maximum how many children you can take? Only 2. Hostel, it is up to 300. It is exempted per month. Compensatory filled area allowances. Remember, if you find the word called compensatory filled, up to 2,600 per month is exempted. You got 3,000 means out of 3,000, 2.6 you can minus. Compensatory modified filled area allowances, it is 1,000. That was, it is not modified. This is modified filled area. It is 1,000. Next. No need to remember these things. You will not get in your examination. Just for the explanation purpose, I am giving you. Counter insurgency allowance. So if you get this, it will be 3,900 per month exempted. Don't worry, you will not get this kind. But children hostel, education, and your traveling, these things will come. Tribal area will come in your examination. Now, this will not come. This will also not come. Next, transportation allowances granted to employee who is a blind. If he is a blind, then up to 3,200 per month, it is exempted. Clear? Yes. Now, underground allowances 800 per month. You are working in coal mine like Kolar. You are digging for gold. Then whatever expenses, allowances you got like your underground allowances up to 800 per month, it is exempted. Now, these are the perquisites. As I told you, allowances means what? Which are in terms of cash. Perquisites means what? Which are in terms of benefit. Now, value of rent-free accommodation. I'll explain you at the time of problem. Next, value of concession rent, exemption. Amount paid by employer in respect of any obligation which otherwise would have been payable by the employee. There is no obligation or rules or regulation, but also he has supported. That is called perquisites. Value of any security or sweat equity shares. Sweat equity means what? Sweat means what? Pasina. So, if you have worked for that particular company, you have spent your sweat, the company will give you shares. Shares means in the market, the value of the company shares is 10,000. The 10,000 shares will be available for you for only 1,000 because you have spent your time as well as your sweat for the company. Concessional rate, you will get your shares. Those are called as perquisites. Then, any contribution for approved superannuation fund, that is also perquisites. Remember, up to 1 lakh, to the extent of 1 lakh, it is an amount of contribution to an approved superannuation fund by the employer, extent of 1 lakh is called as exempted. Then, any sum payable either directly or through fund by employer, so like PF, approved, those things will come under your perquisites. Clear? Yes. So this is all about your today's session. I'll show all the slides. If you want, you can take a screenshot. So this will be your agenda. Your session wise on salary, meaning this will be your whatever included in the salary. These are fully taxable allowances. If they ask for 5 marks, list out any 5 allowances. You have to write this. This house rent allowance. This will be entertainment allowance. So these are the again allowances I have explained you. Few are very important. Continuation of your allowance. So these are your perquisites. So this is all about your today's session. We're done with the major topics like your theory part. In the next session, we'll go with problems. Thank you.